If you've ever woken up in the morning and kind of thought to yourself, I wouldn't be opposed to having a burger for breakfast this morning, this is the video for you, my friend, because today we're covering my favorite technique for the breakfast smash burger. Let's break it down. Today we'll walk through my preferred method for creating breakfast smash burgers. And with this blueprint, I'll make a little more decadent weekend version and then a quicker, simpler, healthier week morning version. And everyone probably has their own opinions on what makes a breakfast burger a breakfast burger. My blueprint utilizes the smash burger technique with loose sausage as the burger patty. And the base method is to 1. Prepare the balls of meat with 1.5% salt and the sausage seasoning. 2. Smash the meat into patties and add cheese. 3. Prep the egg style of your choice. And then finally, assemble the roll with fresh components and sauce. Now, before we make our burger, let's get smarter with today's sponsor, Morning Brew. Morning Brew is a free daily newsletter that's sent to your email, and it catches you up on business, tech, and finance news in just 5 minutes and is broken down perfectly. For example, this severe bottleneck in the Yanshan port seems random, but then it pointed out that this is where 90% of the world's electronics are exported. Then when zoomed out further, these supply chain issues like this are one of the main factors driving inflation levels, which has a direct effect on things like the stock market. So click the link in the description to subscribe to Morning Brew today. It's completely free and takes less than 15 seconds. I love it because it's not an endless and aimless scroll like social media. It's 5 minutes, you learn something, you are done, and then you can make your breakfast burger. Now, you could definitely just buy loose breakfast sausage or use plain beef just like a regular burger, but let me show you how easy it is to make loose breakfast sausage on your own. To start, add 250 grams or about a half pound of 80/20 ground beef to a bowl. And to that, add about 4 grams of salt, which is 1.5% weight of the meat. Next, grate in 1 clove of garlic, 15 grams of maple syrup, add about a sprinkle of dried sage, and 10 cranks of black pepper. And this is just one of those classic spice pairings for breakfast sausage. Then you're going to mix everything thoroughly with your hands, and the more that you mix the meat, the more myosin develops, helping it stick together. So what we did here is just a basic sausage technique, which is 1. Choose the ground meat of choice. Typically this is ground pork, and ideally it's at least 20 to 30% fat for juiciness. 2 is add 1.5% salt by weight of the meat to ensure that it's well seasoned. 3, add your sausage seasonings. 4, mix to create a bind. And then 5 would be stuff it, but we're leaving it loose today. Now, while 20 to 30% fat is great for an unctuous and juicy sausage, it does add a lot of calories. So for a lower calorie option, I like to grab some 93.7 ground turkey and then finally chop in half a slice of bacon, and I just added about 1% salt since the bacon is salty on its own before mixing it together. And this is a great example of how you can make this blueprint work for you and your goals. The first beef filling I made is 305 calories for 113 grams or a quarter pound compared to 181 calories for the 93.7 ground turkey one. Once the sausage is mixed, you're going to form it into 4 balls, and 2 balls equal 1/4 pound burger. Meanwhile, grab out the other burger components before heading to the stove. First, I mixed a bit of oil with 50 grams of grated and washed potatoes, and I'm just going to let that crisp on the back burner while we do the burgers. Place a ball of meat down on the ripping hot cast iron and immediately press down to create those contact points, which is going to help the crust develop. And there's no need to add salt here to the exterior since it's already added. After about 45 seconds untouched, scrape and flip the burger patties over. Then you're going to follow that with a slice of American cheese and place the other burger over top to melt it, and then turn off the heat. Additionally, I quickly made a soft scramble with 2 beaten eggs and butter. And for these, I like to keep them on really low heat until the curds have set to my desired liking. And personally, I'm not a fan of runny eggs on a burger or a sandwich. So once those curds set, I hit it with another piece of cheese to melt. And now, let's assemble. For the bun, I like a sturdier Kaiser roll to hold up to everything. So to that, I added a bit of ketchup, followed by the potato crisp hash brown thing. Then over that, I placed the burger and those delicious looking soft scrambled eggs with some pickled onions over the top. I spread a bit of sour cream on the bun and then put it in place over the top. And let's take a look at that cross section. Now, this is a pretty hefty start to the morning at 880 calories, so we're going to change up some of these components to make a lower calorie week morning version, then we'll do the taste test with both of them. For this one, like I mentioned earlier, my meat is the ground turkey with a little bit of sliced up bacon. And again, I form those into balls and then smash them into patties before scraping, flipping, and adding cheese to the center. So for the egg this time, I'm going to do a single marbled egg. So instead of a pure fried egg that kind of spills out everywhere, this egg yolk is going to be broken, and then I'm just going to let it cook without flipping it until it is kind of set. It should still be slightly jammy. I did kind of let mine overcook a bit. Now, since there's way less fat in that 93.7 ground turkey, a sauce is going to be super important for some moisture. So for my sauce, I just added 30 grams of low-fat sour cream along with 10 grams of sriracha and mixed that together. Now back at the stove, after letting the cheese melt, I decided to slide the egg in between for this one, and let's assemble. Using the same bun, I placed sauce on the bottom, a nice bed of arugula with some pickled onions, then place the turkey smash with the cheese and egg in the center, and then follow that with more sauce on the top bun before placing it over the top. Once again, another beautiful little cross section here, and here are the side-by-side macros for each version. Took about 885 calories for the heftier weekend version, and then 530 for the week morning high protein version. But now, let's taste test these things. All right, everybody, quick taste test. We'll do this one first. I actually haven't made the healthier version, so I won't be able to do them side by side. I didn't want to let this one sit for too long because my mouth is quite literally watering right now as we speak. Let's dive in. So this one is just literally bringing a smile to my face. It's like, imagine the best diner breakfast that you've had compared with the best diner burger that you've had. Smash it up into a sandwich, and that's what this is. It hits all those notes. You get, the smash burger, but you get the breakfast sausage seasonings in there with the little crispy kind of hash brown thing on the bottom. And then, I mean, the American cheese. And then I love doing soft scrambled eggs. Like, that's 1000% my preferred egg for like an egg sandwich. Like, it's not falling out, but it is super soft and tender. And that's just from, being able to do it on the low heat and slowly, bring it up to temperature to exactly the curd you want. Pop that American cheese on there. Got a little bit of ketchup. I threw some sour cream on this one. The pickled onions kind of help you cut through it because it is a pretty hefty way to start your morning if you do go this route. But I would highly, highly recommend this one. But with that being said, I've got another burger to make and another one to eat. So let's cut to that burger. All right, so here we have burger number 2, a little bit healthier version. I've posted the calories on screen. I don't know what they are right now. I haven't actually calculated them yet, but way less fat, obviously. 93.7 ground turkey, and then I did add just half a piece of bacon, but that's gonna provide a nice like smokiness and all that. But let's give this thing a taste test. So this one is really quite incredible too, and just adding that little bit of bacon makes a massive difference. Ground turkey on its own, it definitely lacks a lot of flavor, and then especially when you go up and have way less, way less fat in the grind that you do get, you kind of miss out on some of that kind of, fat equals flavor stuff. But just adding that little bit of bacon gives it a smokiness, and it really comes through. The sriracha sour cream, definitely a key component. When you do have less fat, that kind of, you don't get that same kind of feeling. So you do definitely need a sauce. It's a little bit drier if you don't have the sauce in there. But then this egg preparation is another great one from, I think, Alvin from the Burger Show now, but also like the chef of Egg Slut use that method. I overcooked mine a tiny bit, but I really like that method for just, if you're just popping a single egg on top, I think this is the method to use. But if I'm doing 2 eggs, it's almost always gonna be that soft scramble I did in the first one. But both really, really great burgers. Like I said, follow those components, follow that blueprint that I listed out in the beginning. You can make burgers exactly how you want to every single morning and have a bunch of variety, which is really cool. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Recipe for the exact versions will be up on the website if you guys wanna check them out. That's gonna wrap it up for this one. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.